I'm making
Hello,
breakfast.
good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Natural Nerds, where a large group of best friends that quickly became family and live all across the country refuse to let that stop us from doing what we love. Tonight we are back in Ixalan, in the middle of the ocean. These people just can't seem to get to land, no matter how hard they try. It's delightful. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. That being said, if all of my players could please roll me 1d12. Switch it up a little bit. And I will be going down the line. Flicker.
A D12, you say? Oh, that would be a natural 5.
Grug.
I got a super solid 6.
Nice. Okay. Levy.
You keep doing this with Doc and I. You keep putting us right next to each other, and we keep getting similar numbers. This time it's a 6 as well.
I literally just however it pops up on my screen
Yeah.
over here, it's just how I go down. Calaia.
A 4.
Okay. And Paxxus.
9.
Okay. Pax, if you could please give us the recap of last week.
Avec plaisir, monsieur. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the crew found a stowaway that just so happened to take on the appearance of Captain Flicker after attacking him. Some short confusion was had as he was led down into the brig. Some information has been exchanged between Grug and Paxxus due to the nature of the things that had attacked them the night previous. After taking a short sabbatical in my room, I was awoke to the sound of this prisoner being taken downstairs after a quick run-in with Ludwin and a peek inside his room of many things, I guess you would say. We got some harpoons, interrogated the prisoner to no avail. He was dispatched by Levi, and Pax walked away contemplating what the cost of a life truly is. To get upon upstairs, I believe that is where we left off, and that is the road so far.
Beautiful. You can go ahead and take a point of inspiration, sir. Okay.
Thank you, DM.
Of course. So with the storm rearing its ugly head as the eye passes over you through the wall of cloud and rain and some lightning rears its ugly head. As we stated last time, it is seemed to be dying down to an extent, calmer than it was, but the waves look vicious. Less lightning, less aggression, but the waves are still whipping around. So, that being said, how do you all proceed?
DM,
Yes, sir.
did we say that to calm my nerves, I grabbed some tea on the way up?
That is something Paxxus would do, so yes, we could say that.
Could I also grab another cup, because I do have a pending conversation with Grug. I do not know if he drinks tea, but I'm going to assume.
That's fine. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fair assumption. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't drink tea? You know what I mean?
I'm going to hold my cup while Mage Hand floats behind me invisibly. I'm going to get up on deck and hail. Okay, I do not know if he is on deck. If I could take a perception check.
Yeah, go for it.
What's funny is today's National Tea Day. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Nope, did not.
What a
Is that-
coinky dink.
Natural 5 for an 11.
11. Okay. He's not on deck. You do. It takes a minute of looking around, and then you remember that he was in the crow's nest. So you look up. It is a little difficult to see him against the dark clouds rearing their head. But you do manage to get the outline and find him.
Don, Grug.
Paxxus. Hello. And I'll
What?
start to fly my way down so that we're not screaming at each other.
S'il vous plaît. And then Paxxus just gets kind of whipped up in the gust of wind as you get down. He adjusts his glasses with his free hand. Do you drink tea? And I'm going to float over. An invisible cup floats over to you.
It's
Sorry.
been a while, but yes, I do.
An invisible force floats the cup.
I'll say the cup itself is invisible. That's pretty neat kept. Must be a pain in the ass when it's empty then.
It takes some getting used to. But here you are.
Thank you.
So you dispatched our prisoner. It appears that it was not any use to anyone, more as a hindrance to what we need to do moving forward. I did pose a question to me. You said you are familiar with these things, yes?
I would be confident enough to say that, yes.
Would you know if they were once sentient beings?
So, DM question,
Yes.
because I'm somewhat vague. I know there were a lot of not sentient ones, but there were, like, the generals and things were sentient, right?
So
Like, as
they
far
were-
as, like, their own thought and whatnot.
Yes. From what you have, from the ones you've experienced, yes. The higher ranking officers were generally sentient.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check before I just threw that information out there.
Yep.
Yes, from my encounter with them, the grunts and those in the lower end were basically more like machine, where they were just doing a job. But those of a higher rank usually had sentience, and more so than I would like as well.
Max is going to work his jaw and just take a glance over at Telemanus. That is horrible.
Yes, they are not good. I would even go as far to say in a plague.
I don't think you know the half of it. I'm going to take a sip. And Vinod, thank you. I hope we are going to but get underway soon. Excuse me. I have the repairs to attend to. Paxxus kind of walk away awkwardly and give you a wave and go back to the mast and make sure that everything is secured. Did I get a full rest?
Yes, everybody would have gotten a full rest at this point.
As he leaves, if there is nothing else to immediately attend to. I'm just gonna go back to keeping watch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Perception. That is gonna be decent roll. 16.
Okay. So, you look out back into the eye, and you see the ever-looming shadow. Sitting, it's miles away, but again, you can just see the largeness of this darkness beneath the waves, just floating with the eye. It seems to be keeping pace with it, slowly just sitting there, heading away from you currently, but it seems excessively, it seems larger than what you originally anticipated, or I'm sorry, larger than the thing that had been seen previously at the far north in the eye, that was kind of swimming away. This is something that's just stagnantly in the center of this eye. It's almost formless. It seems like just like a giant blob under the waves. And then you look back to the west, back into the storm, and the lightning streaks across the sky, and the thunder gets loud, and you can kind of feel the heat as the lightning cuts through the atmosphere itself, and just before the air claps back, creating that thunder, you feel that tense heat, even though it is decently high above where you are. It's strange to actually be able to feel that. It feels almost unnatural. But none of the lightning seems to be striking down or into the ocean around you or anything of this sort. It's just cutting through the clouds itself. And you notice that the waves seem to be much larger than the ones that you had sailed through to get to the eye itself.
Oh, neat. I'm gonna just take a moment to just enjoy the peacefulness that we are currently in right now. And then just sort of look at the preparations being done to the ship that should be finished and be like, we should probably leave.
Fair enough.
DM,
Yes, Captain.
at the end of last session, I would have still needed my long rest, so would I be resting while everyone does your thing?
Yes, you would be taking your rest until essentially
Okay.
you hit the storm. So you have
Alright, so
minutes left.
last thing was Pigeon,
Tap, tap, tap.
and so I've had my full rest now, like we're at a different point in time.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of just speed up time through overall.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Paxxus is anxious as fuck right now.
So Flicker, I'm going to. I'll wake up and put on the coat and everything, and I'm gonna rip off the sleeves to the coat because I don't like sleeves. And I'm going to curse to myself, goddamn fucking pigeon, and walk outside. Well, it seems time's better than ever. Weigh anchor, or hoist anchor. That's what I meant. Hoist anchor. And let's weather the storm. Vraska, right? Vraska?
Yes.
Okay. Vraska, your crew, can you help with the sails and maybe get them on oars so we can push past these waves as much as we can?
Of course, Captain.
Calaia, I would like you to assist Vraska, please. Grug, what do you see out there?
It's looking rather peaceful right now, but the eye has potential problems underneath the ocean, and the storm behind us is looking pretty rough.
Aye, aye. Paxxus, how's the ship faring? Paxxus?
Sorry, Captain. It's looking rather well. Ready to go.
And Levi, everything's according?
Yes, of course, Captain.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's get her underway. And if we can catch the wind, and we'll start trying to set sail towards Port. What was it called? Duran.
Port Duran, yes, sir. Okay, so the wanker, the anchor, the wanker.
Wanker!
Wankers!
Fucking wanker.
Oh, that's
That's
the name,
a
guys.
fucking group name! We're the wankers!
I like. You know
fucking
what? I like
wankers.
it. I like
I'm
I'll take
down.
it.
I'm so fucking down. We're the fucking wankers.
Well,
So
I quit.
our
So-
group name is named after a slang term for a penis.
Yes.
apparently.
I mean, how better to live up to the name of our predecessors of Ravnica, the butt clenchers?
Oh, now you're going for the front end. I see.
We've come full circle. We have come full circle.
We've come full taint.
As
I hate
you
this place
wankers
so fucking much.
go into the store, DM, I would like to make it known that I'm going below deck for something as we push off.
Okay. So, the anchor, the chain does the classic clacking sounds. It rises up quickly. The tension before the wall of this storm hits, it's almost a barren silence. It's like time has stopped for a moment. You can hear the bones creaking or chattering of the skeletons as they run around and do their assigned tasks. You hear the oars creak out of the wooden ship, and the ship itself bends. The wood also creaks. And finally the oars hit the water with a loud splash, and you feel the thrust as the ship catches the wind and pushes you forward into the storm. Captain, if you could go ahead and roll me 1d20, please.
1d20 and then my wisdom mod, right?
Yep, or your captain mod. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
add the +1.
You said 20?
Yes, a d20, please.
Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so wisdom is a 0, and then I get that extra +1, so 17.
17. Okay. So, the rain starts to hit. Freezing cold on your faces. Your clothes feel heavier. And with that first thrust, you cut the wheel just hard enough to cut through the first wave and push into the storm. And you feel it push up against you. The ship rises, and you feel like the wood beneath you is going to break as you come crashing down beyond that first wave and hit the storm. So, if everybody could please roll me initiative.
Initiative?
Yes, please.
Oh, behold,
jeez.
let's go, Captain.
And I will call it in order in 1 moment. Okay. Captain.
Well, that'd be an 11.
Okay. Grug.
Got a 24. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
You know what's funnier than 24? 25.
95.
I hate you. Flicker got an 11. Okay, here we go. Alright, Levi.
6.
Okay. Calaia.
15.
Okay. And Paxxus.
Saisons. This is 15.
15. Alright. Between the two of you, Pax and Clay, you can decide who goes first. In this case, we will not be running captain first. This is going to just be general initiative for things that are going on. So, you can run it.
You can go first, Pax.
Move you guys
I
here.
was just going to say, what is your dexterity mod? Because Paxxus is not within sight of you right now.
+3.
+4, I go first.
Okay.
Okay. So, we will pull you to the center here. Okay. So, yeah, so this is like how we did captain first last time. We'll not be doing that. It's just normal initiative going through and see how it goes. So, that being said, Grug, you are up. What would you like to do here? Can everybody see the map, by the way?
I can, yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you pulled the ship back to the edge of the map at the bottom.
Yep. Perfect.
All
Yeah,
right,
just
cool.
So I suppose me being on the crow's nest, I guess the best option I can do is just try to keep an eye out for any signs of danger and alert when needed.
Okay. So, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh, 18.
18, okay. So, you're looking around, wind whipping in your face, but that doesn't stop you, because you know that your pendant is glowing bright blue, and you're not worried about anything.
I was concerned.
It's raining.
Yes, it is.
So, the first things you see, about 30 feet ahead of you, coming directly towards you, is an decently sized wave. Coming from the east, you see a much larger wave coming towards you, and from the west, you see one going away from you.
Oh, neat. Alright, then I will just shout out to the entirety of the crew. I don't know any actual ship terms, so this is terrible. Whatever.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Not a
Stay alert. We have a very large wave coming from the front and a larger one coming from the east, was it? You said? The bigger one was on the east?
Port
Alright.
is left, starboard is right.
I'm gonna forget, I promise you.
Port
never-
and
I
left
don't-
have the same number of letters.
Look, man, I don't plan on being a ship
I have it.
ever.
I have it bookmarked on Google.
Yeah, well, you have a reason. You're literally a pirate, so.
Anyway.
Greg's no pirate. And all right, I will give them that warning, and then I suppose that'll be me.
Okay. Pax, I believe, was going first, correct?
We. I am going to go downstairs, and go to the room that we were interrogating the prisoner. If I can make it that far.
Oh, you mean as far as movement speed?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about movement speed for this. It's not
Okay.
like combat or anything. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Is Ludwin still there, inspecting the body?
he is.
I'm going to get in there, out of breath. Is there any place on the ship, mainly on the deck, that is grounded in any way?
Grounded.
And
What in
please
the
don't.
ocean?
Sorry, I was going to say, no witty comeback, because we're in the situation right now. I just need something that is going to conduct the electricity away from critical parts of the ship, mainly us.
Well, have you thought maybe a really large, long metal pole?
Going to grab one of the harpoons in the room.
That'll work. Yeah.
I'm going to grab 3, attach one to my back, and give one a raise. You're the best, Ludwin.
You know, it's okay. Right. So I would probably wear rubber or I don't know. Maybe give to one of the skeletons, and hold one of the harpoons to the sky, one out to the ocean. I think the ship should suffice. Taking a little bit, just not a direct hit.
Understood. I'm going to look at what he's working on. Plan on having a long conversation about the things you are finding.
Oh yes, please. So do I. This is fun. Right, off you go. Save our lives or whatever you're doing.
Doing my very, very best. And that, on my way up, is where I guess will be my turn.
Alright. Calaia.
Okay, I am going to be helping the skeleton crew and Veraska with making sure the sails are catching the wind where Flicker is telling us to, trying to stay on course where he wants us to go. And do we all notice now that Grug has pointed out where the waves are coming from now?
Yeah. After he would have shouted it, you could assume that you would look or know where it's coming from for sure.
Awesome. Captain, do we go through the waves again, or should we move the sails and let the waves push us?
Well, since we're heading in the way we're going, it'd be better to... It seems the waves might push us along.
Aye, aye, Captain. So I will try to move to where we can hopefully use the waves to push us farther through the storm.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep, that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. Flicker.
Right, everybody. here we go, and I'm going to relieve Levi, from the steering wheel and grab it in a good firm hold and take a deep breath and man this ship. And I'm going to try to deter us to where we are going to where we need to go, but catch the waves as a little bit of a boost. Since you said the waves are coming from east?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, one is coming directly towards you. A larger one is coming from the east, and then again, there's just the one coming from. Well,
can I determine which one is closer?
They're about the same distance.
Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go, and I'm gonna jut the wheel in accordance to try to catch the one behind us and hopefully boost us before the one in front of us can get us.
Okay, so you want to cut the wheel. Do you want to catch the one coming from the east?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a captain check.
Ooh. 6.
A 6?
Yeah. I have inspiration. Hold on.
I was just going to say.
Come on, please. Please. That's cocked. Oh, there we go. 8.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you cut the wheel, but you don't catch it fast. Oh, jeez, oh, then there go my die. You don't catch it fast enough, unfortunately. Oh, I can't do the thing. There we go. So you end up overcutting the wheel, overcutting the ship, and it almost turns fully around as you're going backwards a little bit into the waves itself. Both the north and the east do hit you at the same time, or they're about 5 feet away. They're right there. They are about to hit. Is that your turn?
Forgive me, DM. What can we all do during the ship initiative?
So making checks and things like that would be is just an action. So anything specific that you're doing, unless it if you're casting something or you have an ability that says it's bonus spell, bonus action, obviously. But yeah, so anything you generally want to be doing is your action. For movement speed, we're not going to worry about. Really, it's just kind of running around the ship. But if you want to take bonus actions, things like that, if you can, then that's fine. And of course, more than welcome to ask. And of course, if I state something specific, that'll be a bonus action. That's fine.
So
but generally, we're going to run it as everything as an action.
Okay, so steering the ship right now and making that turn was an action.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to, or I'm going to look to Levi and I didn't mean to do that, and that's my turn.
Okay. Levi.
Yes, so as I see this happen, I let out a sigh and begin helping him turn it back on course.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Sure, you don't
Would
want
it be with
acrobatics? No, I'm
advantage?
kidding.
Would it be with advantage because I'm on the wheel as well?
Sure. I'll allow that.
Okay, so that's natural 7 and natural 15 for a 16.
Yes.
Okay. So, you do manage to cut the wheel back enough. And this is the direction you wanted to originally face, correct?
In accordance to where I know where Fort Duran would be, is where I'm heading.
Okay, so you were, or like I had you guys heading straight towards that. Because it was heading west. It's kind of just essentially just gonna be a straight shot, minus all the waves.
Okay.
And you said you were cutting the wheel, so you wanted to. Okay, so then I misinterpreted. You just wanted to cut straight through and head towards Fort Duran? I thought you were trying to catch like the waves to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
I
it
was
said.
trying to catch the waves to give us a boost to Fort Duran.
Which wave? There's two coming in. One from the east
Oh,
and one from the north.
One from the east is the one I was trying to catch.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm sorry. That's that would be on me then.
Yeah, I know that, like, okay, the way you have it positioned is us going straight to Fort Duran. What I would have kind of like tried to have navigated, like, catch the wave from the east and like kind of
Push west.
push west a little bit and then swoop around the wave that was trying to hit us from the front.
Because the one
That's-
coming from
that-
the east was larger, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was saying northwest and east, I was referring to the map. So that's my misinterpretation. You guys are actually heading west, and when I so that probably got.
So east would have been behind us then, not to my right.
Yeah, that's not what I meant though. But yeah, so like you're actually heading west, but I called the direction you're heading north, just because that's the way we're looking at the map.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so the two waves would be coming, one from in front of you, so from the west, and then the other one from the north, essentially.
Okay.
In reality of it.
we're
So
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
you're-
in reality of it, I would have tried to catch the one from the north to swoop. My intention was to catch the one from the north, gonna hit us on starboard. Catch that, boost us, and give us like a proportion, like a boost. And then like my next one was going to be try to swoop around the one in front of us.
Okay, I see where you're going with that. Okay, so you want to use that, push this way,
Like
push
yeah.
that way, and then cut and go back west.
Exactly.
Kinda go
Yeah.
around. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I just wanted to clear up just to make sure. Okay, so we're all on the same page. So yeah, you do manage to, Levi, you managed to cut the wheel back and get back on track. Have it set up in the direction that Captain wants to be pushed.
Yep. And I'm gonna glance around the deck and say, just speak out generally. Tie down anything that could be loose.
Since I'm running around the deck working on all the sails and whatnot, I will definitely start doing that and kind of give direction to the skeletons of where to keep the sails so that hopefully we can push past that wave and start tying anything down, any thing that we would need, like barrels or like, things like that.
Yeah, simple enough.
And I'm gonna stay at the wheel just to assist him if needed.
Okay. Yeah, so free reaction, essentially, just running around tying things down. Okay, so at the end of the order, you do catch the northern wave, or the starboard wave, which is now your rear wave. And the north wave hits you at the same time. It does give you that boost, but that northern wave hits and kind of starts to tip and rock the boat. It hit pretty hard. It wasn't huge or anything, but I'm going to need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone on deck or everyone?
Everyone, please. And I will be going down the line. Flicker.
You're never gonna believe it. A dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yes, sir.
That'd be a 19, 20, 21, 22.
You're right. I didn't believe it. Okay. Good to know. Grug.
My saving throw was nowhere near as good as his saving throw. I'm sitting on a comfortable 5 right now.
Oh man.
That is comfy.
Just for future information, I can always just reaction fly. That's a thing, right? Right?
Reaction fly? No.
What? Why not? Come on.
Reaction. We'll see. It depends on the situation. We'll see what happens. Levi.
Yes, that's a 10. I have quite the sea legs.
Okay. Calaia.
I'm so upset out of all the people. I got a natural 1 or a 4.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Did Flicker really? Oh wait.
yeah.
Pax got a 9.
What the
9.
fuck is happening? What is this? Why did Flicker roll so high and everyone's fucking shit?
Sucked all of the luck out of our die.
Yeah. Apparently. Okay. Pax. You, as you're running up the stairs and heading up, you feel the wave and you get knocked on your ass. You just fall prone and you fall back down the stairs. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Levi, you get tossed from the steering wheel, and you hit the side railing of the ship. And you also take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and are prone at the moment.
Ugh, whoever said the sea was fun.
Grug,
Yeah.
you are in the crow's nest, surrounded by railing. So you get battered around. You fall. You hit one side of the rail, and then as it tips the other way, you don't have enough time to catch yourself, and you hit the other railing, and you're prone as well. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You just get knocked around a decent bit. Flicker, you are standing firm at the captain's wheel as exactly. Fucking Flicker Sparrow over here. And Calaia.
Go ahead. Lay it on me.
With the wave, as you were tying things down, you didn't expect the hit. You go to grab onto anything you possibly can, a rope, a skeleton, but you're just pushed too fast and too strongly. You go flying off the ship. You are out to sea.
I'm so scared for you.
Oh my god. Oh my
And-
god.
The waves are rough. So,
Can I? No, I can't. I can't yell anything right now, huh?
Calaia, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Calaia? I think you're muted.
You're muted, Shannon.
Okay. It's a natural 2 for a 5.
Okay. So, as you fly off, you do fall under the waves. And get pulled under. And no one can see you.
Oh my god. Okay. Can I see the ship?
You're under the waves, as it's pulling, and then the force is pulling you. You're just under the water at the moment. You have no bearings. Okay. So, top of the round. Grug.
Okay. Do I know the general area of where she was when she had fallen?
Go ahead. What's your passive, actually? That would come into play here.
That's not good.
Oh, jeez.
My passive is a very respectable 11.
11. You would have seen the direction she fell off. Not exactly where, though. And with the waves, you know, you know she fell off in this general side of the ship. I'm sorry, on... Wait, that's the wrong thing. I need to grab... on this side of the ship, since the wave hit you from the starboard. She fell off over here somewhere. That's all you know.
All right. So I'm just gonna do the only thing I can think to do, and that is to attempt to. I'm gonna attempt to fly over and find her.
Okay. So you jump up, spread your wings, and fly away. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Right,
So, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Perception. I got a 14.
Okay. You're looking around, but the heavy rains, the darkness around you, even if you have dark vision, it's extremely difficult to see, especially with the waves crashing, with the essentially white foam from the layer on top of the wave ocean itself. You just can't find her at the moment. I will put you on the map, though, since you are off ship.
Could I also call over not Kingler to attempt to assist? Him being just a little better than me in the actual ocean than me.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he'll dive off into the water, and he's at the ready as well. So he can come into play on your next turn.
Ready.
Okay. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, man, nothing else I can really do.
Fair enough. Alright, Pax.
Going to get to my feet after mumbling under my breath. I hope those stitches were worth it. Get the harpoons back up and get up the stairs and go outside. With a passive perception of 16, could I tell something is amiss?
I mean, yeah, you'd be able to tell that Calaia isn't anywhere to be seen at the moment. You would see Grug fly, off the ship, so yeah, you could tell something's going on. You wouldn't know exactly what, though.
Everyone, what just happened? And as I'm going to just look around, kind of just awkwardly just going in the direction like Grug went.
Keep your feet planted.
For what reason?
I point
Where's
out to the
Grug?
seat, and I say, Calaia.
Paxxus just almost going to go to tears. He must be so scared. He's going to drop the harpoons. As he does, he's going to reach up to his circlet, and runes in teal color are just going to ignite across the whole headband. As he does, he grabs a rope, ties it to himself, and gives the other end to a skeleton and says, "Hold this." Dives off and flicks his headband to ignite the light and go underneath the water so she can find her way back.
Okay. Alright.
And I can breathe underwater, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give the skeleton a strength check. See how long he can hold you. Okay. Good to know. Alright. So, as you dive in, you feel the rope go snug around your waist. It seems that the skeleton is able to hold you. Okay, so you jump into the water. You're looking around. Go ahead and give me a perception check. See if you can see her. Actually, I'm gonna give you your token. And you would have jumped, like, probably right over there. Yeah, so go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Not going to use Laughter's dice. Where is the gold one? Actually, going with copper.
I almost heard laughter come out, I think.
Natural 16 for a 22.
Okay. Alright, so you catch a glimpse of something moving over here. The light of your headband catches a shadow, or a silhouette, I should say, person size or humanoid size, Calaia size almost, one might say. You can't tell if it's actually her or if it's just a really large fish, but you do get the silhouette of a large creature, or medium-sized creature, technically.
For everybody's else's benefit, I'm at least going to point that direction so there's a headlamp or a light shining underneath the water that way.
Okay. Sounds good.
And
Is that your turn?
that is all I can do. Actually, no. I'm going to roll myself a Constitution saving throw because if acted before I thought, now I'm in the open ocean in the dark by myself.
Fair enough.
I mean, not technically by yourself, for what that's worth.
That is a natural 2 for a 7.
Okay. So, Pax, you are underwater in a storm, in the dark, by yourself. And that does sink in. Your adrenaline fades away, and you're left with nothing but the cold water surrounding you.
And not knowing if that skeleton can actually hold me, or what that thing is in the dark. Oh, light above.
Okay. And that's your turn. Okay. Calaia, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I have an idea.
Oh my.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. 11.
Okay. So the force of the waves and being knocked and hitting the water so hard, you can't find your bearings. Everything starts to go dark. You're starting to lose consciousness.
Can I, as I'm losing consciousness, do like one final hoorah to like hopefully this will help?
Depends on what it is.
Can
Go
I
ahead and give me-
hopefully think I'm pointing upwards and cast Guiding Bolt
Guiding-
straight up out of the water?
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check, please.
Oh lord. I'm so scared right now. Please. Okay, 16. 18.
Okay. So, as you're falling unconscious, the rest of you see a beam of light fire from the water. Right.
Does Paxi?
Yes. So underwater, Pax, even though the fear sets in, you see just a bright flash in front of you, about 25, 30 feet away from you. Just a bright flash in the middle of the water coming from that silhouette, and it fires straight up.
Okay, a little less fucked.
And Calaia, that would be your turn. Flicker.
Is there any
You're breaking up, dude.
beam down? Okay, there it goes.
There you go.
Is there any like buoys, like you know how ships have like what are those things? The circle things, like life things that you throw
Life
out
preserver.
and stuff. Yeah. Anything
No.
like that, or like a lifeboat and stuff like that on the ship?
Not on the ship, not yet.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
made out of bare bones. Yeah, like, basically everything you guys had was put into creating the ship itself. You know, you haven't been able to really give it any sort of upgrades or special features. You could
Okay.
say.
Okay. I have an idea. Vraska, is there any way you can maybe make a skeleton fish and save our friends that are in the water?
Of course, Captain.
Well,
I can
that's
certainly
what.
try.
Yes, please. That'd be very helpful. I have 3 crewmates off deck right now, overboard. And we need them back ASAP. And I'm going to try to, or I'm going to hold the ship, but kind of maneuver it as well to where, like, if there's any other waves coming, just be able to stand off, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And have Vraska do her thing and try to get our friends back on the ship.
Okay. Captain, one problem. Most of the skeleton crew will have to disperse.
Well, that's fine for now. As long as we can get our living crewmates back, that's more preferable. No offense to your gallant crew, Queen.
No, they will be back. I just mean, may weaken the ship for a moment. All right, I'll take care of it. No worries.
Much obliged.
And she waves her hands in the air, and you see that again, that green-black energy, just a ball in her hands, and just she claps, and the wave kind of bursts out, almost like a like how you see the nuclear explosions in space, just and all of the bones on the sides of the ship start to form into the air, leaving the ship feeling barren. And the weight of it, the solidity of the ship, integrity, feels lighter, weaker almost. So it goes up into the air. The Triceratops skull attaches to the head, and you see this giant fish the size of the boat drop down into the water. Okay. Is that your turn, Flicker?
Yeah, and then I'll just try to hold the ship wheel and just kind of like still go to where we're going, but try to hold it so everyone can like catch up. I don't know, like the movement and everything.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take care of ship movement.
For sure.
Uh,
Awesome.
depends on waves and things like that.
Yeah,
Alright.
gotcha. So yeah, I'm just keeping it steady and trying to like not lose track, but still like waiting for my companions to come back.
Okay, fair enough. Levi, you're up.
Captain,
Aye.
should I weigh anchor or run to Crow's Nest? What do you find to be the most beneficial in this situation?
We could either weigh anchor and stay here in the storm and try to get our companions back, but I'm not sure what's on the horizon. I'll leave that up to you first, mate.
Well, we don't know how far the waves may pull her, so perhaps keeping the anchor hoisted is best. And I'm going to bolt up to the Crow's Nest. I do have the mobile feed, so I'm like super fast. And I'm going to just bolt up to the Crow's Nest and look around.
Okay, give me a perception check, please.
Oh, I'm rolling shit tonight. 9?
9.
Okay, with the concern for Calaia and your party and crew, and the heavy rains, it's really difficult to get a gauge on any situation besides that, fortunately.
Okay.
Okay. So, the end of the round. Current pulls you farther this way. And a second wave from the west, or your current starboard side, hits. Not as big as the one it was, and pushes you. Ooh, let me move tokens. Paxxus would have gotten dragged along with the ship. And yeah, so nothing crazy that round. Okay, so top of the round.
How far away would that bolt of light be at that point?
Well, it was just a brief shot. So that bolt of light would have been 30. You can predict it would be around 15, or it would have been about around 15 feet from you. But and with your light shining at the moment, you don't see anything. How far is the range on the light?
One moment, please. Magical tinkering, sheds, bright light, 5-foot radius, and a dim light at 10. So no.
Okay. Yeah. So from where it is, you don't see anything at the moment,
Okay.
unfortunately. Okay, top of the round. Grug.
Okay. So I would like to. I'm assuming I had also seen big old bolt of light.
Yes.
All right. So, judging by where I had seen it, I would like to give a little like whistle to get not Kingler's attention.
Okay.
And directing him, I'm also going to go to that area, and I'm actually going to dive into the water in that area to attempt to see something. Because of my code, I do have a swimming speed, so.
Okay. Cool. All right. Go ahead and give me. So, let's see. You would have dived into the water around here. Again, it is dark under here. And Kingler's looking too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he'd be able to see fine. Go ahead and give me a perception check for both of you.
Right. Mine is a 15. And let me see, not Kingler's. It's going to be a straight roll. If it helps at all, because I forgot he had this. He does have blindside of 30 feet. If that would be in this sort of scenario, be any helpful?
Yeah, and he's in his element, so he would be able to see fine. I just want to see if he can get a gauge of where.
All right.
Yeah.
With this straight roll, he got a 13.
13?
Yeah.
He sees her. It is a little too dark underwater with the pressure and the coldness for you. He does see her. Or at least the silhouette over here.
Okay.
Pushed farther away.
I would, because I assume he would be relatively near me ahead of time, or during when we first went in.
Yeah.
So I just want him to just swim over there and grab her. He does have a swim speed of a hefty 90, so.
Yep, simple enough. He runs over, he does grab her. And brings her back to the surface.
Oh, thank goodness.
Just in the nick of time.
Oh man.
How's she looking? Is she like unconscious, I imagine, or something?
Yes, she's unconscious.
Alright. Don't really know what else I can do, so to be on the safe side, I would like to bonus action healing word on her.
Okay,
Because it's better to be safe than sorry.
fair enough.
So it's going to be a 1d4 plus modifier. That is a max. So that is a 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay. So, the radiant pearlescence of the healing word just from the palm of your hands just doesn't necessarily radiate out. It just kind of finds its target, and then you watch as Calaia's unconscious body starts to glow with that pearlescent as well on the outside. Calais start coughing up some water, and you come back to consciousness.
Oh my god.
Ooh, lordy.
I have death grip on Crab. I'm not Kingler.
Fair enough. Okay, so, and that would be your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so, Pax, my friend.
Bonjour, Dean.
Sudden, you get this weird feeling, this bone-chilling feeling for a moment, as if something's creeping up behind you. And before you can turn, you feel something underneath you. It's very large, massive creature directly underneath you. And as you catch, as you feel it under your boots, you can feel your feet hitting the bones, like each individually, separated, and it comes up underneath you, lifts you out of the water. As you look around, you realize that the ship no longer has bones on it, and you are on the back of a Triceratops bonefish.
I love it.
Talamones!
He looks over from aboard the ship.
Get me the fuck out of here!
And he takes the rope that was left on the ship, the empty end of the rope, and pulls you in back on board.
Just going to cling to him.
You realize that there are no skeletons here at all, and there was the skeleton that was holding the rope is gone.
Oops.
How was the ship?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were like talking to any general crew that could hear you. The ship.
Asking your DM.
Fair enough. The ship currently seems okay. Again, as you step on board, you just feel that the integrity kind of weakened. You know, it seems like the bones were the skeletons were an integral part of the ship, but it seems fine and intact for the moment.
Can I just take one final perception check of the lay of the land, because I had a plan upon coming onto the top of the ship, and now I just want to see if that plan is needed or I'm needed elsewhere.
Sure.
It's a natural 14 for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'm not sure what the plan was, so I couldn't tell you, but you do see another large wave coming from your current starboard side. And this one spans probably 100 feet wide, and it's growing in size.
Is the captain seems to be struggling?
He seems to be holding his own at the moment.
Okay. Laverna is clambering her way to the crow's nest.
Yeah, she would be in the crow's nest. She's pretty quick.
I have no idea what happened to Calaia.
No. Well, no. With a 20, you'd be able to see that she's above the water now
Lovely.
and conscious. Yeah.
Just going to adjust my glasses. Grab up the harpoons. Ready one. Adjust my glasses and shout out after taking a pause, looking at the captain. Captain, we have trouble on our starboard side. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Aye, aye.
Is that your turn, sir?
Oui, monsieur.
All right. Calaia.
Holy cow. Okay.
Conscious and alive.
I'm not going to let go of Not Kingler. And just,
Is that still Kingler then?
Not gonna not let go. Not.
I don't know.
Words are
I am
hard.
Shannon emprazzled right now. No, and I'll hold on to him and just like if he.
How dare you gender identify?
So, if he starts moving towards the ship, I want to just like I guess hold my action to like kick with him to try to get to the ship.
Yeah, fair enough. Since you're riding him, I would allow movement on your turn for that. So,
Okay.
yeah. So being said, you head back towards the ship, and yeah, simple enough.
How hard would it be to get onto the ship? Like climb up the side or something?
As a tabaxi, you have a natural climbing speed, but the
Yeah.
rain and the water does make it slick. So go ahead and give me an athletics check, please.
Okay. Please don't fall back into the water. Please don't fall back into the water.
Doc Engler's pretty strong. He could probably just throw you.
Okay. Please throw me up there. Get me out of here.
Okay. Go ahead and give a strength check for not Kingler, please.
Right. His best stat. That is a ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh yeah, 22.
Okay. Effortlessly. Just launches you like a little catapult onto the ship.
The pod! The pod! Suicide pod!
Felt
Just there.
good. Felt good. Yeah, so you're safe and sound on the ship.
I imagine I am just clinging onto the floor of the ship, probably hacking up tons of seawater.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been your action to get thrown, to command him to throw you.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
All right. That'll bring us to Flicker.
Okay. There's something I would like to do. So if I were to make a perception check and then try to steer the ship, would it count as one action or a perception action and steer the ship action?
Yeah, it's separate actions for this.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. With my, if I can do this, with my passive perception, which is probably not good, of a 12, do I see any like waves coming in?
You see the giant wave that Pax told you about.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
That 100-foot wide wave heading directly towards you from your starboard side.
Starboard side, right there. Okay, I see the ping. Okay. I want to try to maneuver our way out of it because I know Vraska has the bonefish, triceratops in water, and so I'm going to. Fuck, there's no skeleton crew now.
Oh.
Shit.
You have a levy.
Yep.
Okay. I have a levy. I want to weigh anchor and do like a maneuver, like turn my wheel as fast as I fucking can to catch a fucking like turn to maneuver and weigh anchor and drift the fucking ship out of the way of the water. The wave.
Okay. So I'll take both of your turns for this one.
Yep, I was gonna say for my turn. Yep,
Yeah.
I'll bolt down.
Okay, so Flicker, go ahead and give me your captain check. And Levi, you can also give me we'll call it a first mate check. So you can just roll a straight d20 at your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Natural 18 with the +1, so 19.
Okay.
Kiss it. Kiss the die. Yes,
Me?
I'm making the DM.
Don't tell him to kiss the guy! Die!
good luck!
He's against us!
For good. No, he's not. It's not DM versus players.
Why is God kissing a guy? I don't understand.
You might die.
I meant die, not guy.
I should have listened to you.
You should have.
Oh my god.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. It's an
I got a
one.
19!
It's
Oh
an
no!
one.
Oh,
I
fuck.
should not have had him kiss the die.
Maybe you have some inspiration?
Good intent.
He should
I
have kissed the
don't.
guy!
I don't have inspiration.
Oh no, god damn it.
Okay.
Is it too late to use my Slayer senses? No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anyway, because it's an out one. Oh
Do
man.
you have anything you can do as a reaction, either of you?
As a reaction,
Reaction, bonus action.
bonus action, no.
I have advantage in combat against demons.
Excellent.
I have advantage in combat against dragons.
Okay, I have a
Okay,
question
okay.
for
I have-
Levi.
Hold on.
Bolt the Bird.
For flavor, I have Bolt the Bird too. Oh, that's bonus action.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What kind of force would you say Bolt the Bird is?
Fire.
Well,
What do you mean
yeah,
force?
force. Like, you deal direct damage to any target equal to Constitution, but like cone, direct damage.
It's just a target. It's just a single specific target, and it's just damage. There's no actual type.
Okay.
Red damage.
DM for
Yes.
flavor, because I see her struggling. For flavor, if you can say no, because can I run up to her with my 19? Can I run up to her in stance, suck in air, and look at her and wink and like initiating like dragon roar, demon roar at the same time to
Push it.
give us a push?
To push the ship.
Yeah,
To
like
help
a
give the
force
ship
to
that extra
give it the extra momentum that we need to evade this wave.
I will abso-fucking-lutely allow that. Go
Okay.
ahead and alright, so alright, yeah, go ahead and give me your guys' RP here.
So
Okay, so Flicker is.
So
Oh,
I run.
go ahead.
So I bolt down the crow's nest as fast as my race is possible. What? Okay. And I get over to where the anchor is, and I start trying to pull it, and I'm putting all my might into it, but I end up pushing it in the wrong direction accidentally, as I'm not quite used to working an anchor. This is my very first time, and Flicker sees me struggling.
Well, here I come, Livy. I'm on my way, and I bolt down and down the stairs and run up right next to her, and I'm like working on the thing with her, and it's just not budging. And I look to her and I say, "It's time for a breath."
Aye,
And I
Captain.
Fucking
And we both fall into our stances.
Yep. And I breathe in, big fucking cheeks, and dragon.
Oh, demon!
Roar!
Roar!
Oh my.
I think what we'll be doing that in the direction of the wave to kind of try to cut through it and catch the force
Yeah.
of it to give us that
Yeah,
extra.
give us the drift. The drift. So in the direction of the wave, that way, like, let's say, I want to say the anchor is closer to the wheel, almost. Like on, not like on the back of the ship, but like
Yeah.
in
so
front of the wheel.
Yeah. So you have 2 on your ship. You have 1 on each side, right next to those steps. If you remember, like heading up towards the wheel.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
1 on
Perfect.
each side.
Yeah. So the one starboard, that's where we're going to do our roars and give us that back drift on our ass of the ship to give us like the oomph
Both
and
giving
like
us that push and seeing if maybe we can cut it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can cut the wave with the culmination of the fire and the necrotic. That hoping that can give us
Yeah,
a
like
push and a
split
cut.
the wave, like split the wave as well. Like if our roars split the wave.
So what was your captain in check total again?
19.
19. Okay. So. There will be a brief moment of silence here. And I'm just going to...
Anticipation.
Oop. There we go. Okay, so with the roar, you do as this wave rears its head. It comes up 60 foot high. You roar, cutting like the old. I was gonna say Old Testament, which I believe that is. Moses parting the Red Seas, just blast this wave directly in half. Managed to push the ship. The ass end floats out. You kind of fishtail. The back end, it was a little too much force. Does hit one of the side of one of the wave pieces, and it doesn't shear it, but the ship takes some decent damage. It gets rocked, but you manage to cut through the waves, or this singular wave and through, and you manage to push the ship full force past it. And with that
Repairs.
I'll just look to Levi and just nod and go back to the wheel.
With that natural 1 though.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
So pushing that as much as you did, you fall unconscious. From the speed and adrenaline of running down and the terror of seeing the 60-foot wave about to hit you, not being able to open up the anchor, and then using all of that adrenaline and all of the air and just every molecule of magic you could muster, knocks you unconscious.
Okay, so I'll he's not gonna like this, but I'll grab her and lift her up and put her, take her to the captain's quarters and lay her there for now and helm the ship, and yeah.
Okay. Simple enough. So, that being said, you make it through the brunt of the storm itself. After several more hours of trudging through, the waves calmed down. It seemed like that was the final push that you guys needed.
Where's Grug?
Still
Still in the waves!
Like you like throw it. You guys remember like when you throw an item and then like you forget to pick it up and then suddenly it's gone? I want this to not be that scenario.
That's fair. No. Like with everything going on after you see Calaia saved, I'm sure you would have gone back onto the ship.
You would have rode fucking the Tricerafish because you knew
Yeah.
it was Vraska's, and you're like, oh yeah.
I would have rode it because I knew it was hers, and then once we got close enough to the ship, I would have like done this like badass like leap thing, like while like I'm at the height of my jump, just like throw these fucking bad boy wings open, just trying to flex.
I see it.
Right? You see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
Definitely doing that.
Like
over here.
Anime
Saving
style,
lives.
like as you jump into the air off the fish and throw open your wings, that orb of air that just blasts around the rain, like you see in every dramatic anime ever, just that fucking sphere of air around you for a moment, and then it comes back.
If I did one thing this session, it was for 6 seconds, I was sexy.
No, you. Yeah, you and Paxxus, like it didn't seem it. Super fucking essential. Oh man, like yeah, without Pax shining that light and without you jumping off with not Kingler, then
Oh, I was so scared for Calaia.
Yeah, I heard that and I was like, well, that's not good. And I was like, what can I do? And I was like, well, I don't have both a flying speed and a swimming speed for nothing, so...
Fair. Alright. So. Several hours go by, you made it through the brunt of the storm. And it's just simpler rain and lighter waves at this point. Now that you have a minute to breathe, you realize that the entire port side of the ship is concave, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, concave. From taking that hit from that wave, from the push of the roar that you guys did, the ass end is pretty busted, and there are more skeletons on board. You don't have the Triceratops head at the helm anymore. It's kind of just laying on the deck. It seems like she couldn't muster enough, or the damage to the ship was too much for her to be able to get the skeletal coating around it again. But that being said, you do have the crew back, and they're pushing forward, rowing the best they can, and pushing through the end of this storm. So, you do make it out. And it fades off into the distance. And you see the sun again.
I like that in the soundscape. That was dope.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
I try. You see the sun shining, clear blue sky, and you finally see land. In the distance you see, and you can imagine it's no more than an hour or two of just calm movement and sailing. You see several ships in the distance. Not moving. You see the docks, you see the outline of the fort itself. Even on the horizon, it's pretty large, and as you start to get closer, you see the outlines of a small city, or one might even call it a town. You see as the fort comes closer into view, you see the very white gray stone that's built this and fortified this. You see the towers. There are 2 towers on each side by the shore that are essentially lookout and defensible positions. You see a bridge crossing over into a kind of like a miniature mountain pass. Nothing ridiculous. It's not like a true mountainscape.
And DM, I'm familiar. Yes.
Yeah, you're relatively familiar with Fort Duran, yes.
Okay. Could retroactive, as we're out of the storm, I would like to, like, knowing that we're going to where we're going, retroactively, relay to everybody, take down the sails with the sigils, all white, please. We don't need to prominent ourselves and be a standout. Just white, plain white sails.
Okay. And at this moment, as the crew and everybody's switching sails, as you're getting closer, Levi steps out of the captain's quarters.
Well, actually, what I was going to say is, when I did fall unconscious, you would have noticed something strange the moment I fell unconscious. So, all anyone has ever seen of Levi is she appeared as Elven. But the second she falls unconscious, you see large pointed ears with black fur and red scattering through it, and you see, let me check real quick. You see 3 tails coming out from her, pure black, and when they reach to the tips, they're tipped in almost blood red. And her hands transform into claws. And just the way that it's seen when she drops, it's like an illusion. Flickers out.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And,
Well.
when I awake in the captain's quarter, I have a bit of a realization that I must have fallen. I quickly put my illusion back on, brush myself off, and walk out. Did we make it?
We were almost there. And I'm going to side eye. Levi, are you okay?
Of course. I must have taken a bit of a faint from all the exertion.
I'm sorry I made you do a breath. Your breath is very, very well. It's different than mine. It's pretty good for what it's worth.
Thank you.
But you've overexerted yourself. Maybe you should take a small rest more.
Yes. Yes, perhaps I should. And I'm going to glance around and look back at you, Flicker, with almost daggers in my eyes. And I say, were you the only to see?
Well, there was no skeletons on board at the moment. DM,
Yes.
where was Vraska?
She was on board.
Would I know where?
Yeah, she would have been at the bow, making sure, commanding the skeleton and attempting
Would I
to take care of the cells and everything by herself at that point.
Is there any way that I would have noticed she noticed?
What's your passive perception?
12.
You're not sure.
I asked
TM.
you to
Can,
not.
can I make a retroactive perception for that, or is it too late?
Honestly, under the circumstances, that probably wouldn't have been something you would have been paying attention to. You know?
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. Okay.
So I
Well, as
look at-
far as I know,
ahead.
it's just me and you.
Yes, I ask you to please not breathe a word to anyone.
But of course,
It's very dire.
you have no quarrel with me. Well, I've made you my first mate for a reason, and I trust you. So
And I am
Trust in
trusting
me.
you with my secret, greatest secret.
of course, as your captain, you have my word.
So I'll be taking my rest now. If there's nothing else you need from me currently.
No, of course, we're just changing sheets right now, and we'll be making port soon. Hopefully, we can dock within a few hours and actually hit some fucking shore.
Yes, I hope
Thank,
when I awaken, we will have reached the land.
thank you, Levi. Go ahead and get your rest.
Thank you, Captain. And I give you a small nod and walk beneath
Small
the
nod
deck.
back.
So, you can all take a short rest for. It's simple enough to get over to shore at this point.
I refuse.
Fair enough. I mean, it wouldn't be a nap. It's like so. Short rest is essentially just like light work, whatever, just things like that. It's not.
I still refuse.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
never
would
mind.
say over time, like I would call out to Paxxus and say, like, can you do anything about the damage we have, and maybe work with the skeletons to.
That is exactly what I was intending to do.
Um. Yeah, so, your arrival at the docks goes relatively unnoticed. As you pull up, I guess, or shore up. I'm not sure the exact term here, but as you arrive,
Dock.
oh, it's just dock.
Yeah, you dock.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a term for like getting closer, like pretty much pulling up to the dock before you dock. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure on that. But oh, there's a second. That's weird. Okay. So as you arrive at the docks and begin to dock, it goes relatively unnoticed. You notice that there aren't really too many people out here currently. At least on on the dock, any dock hands or anything like that. There are like scattered. You can tell there's about like 3 or 4 people just walking around doing various tasks. Tying things down.
as
unloading
we're
cargo.
as we're pulling up and like getting ready to dock and stuff, can I like hint to Vraska, like call out the fucking skeletons?
What do you mean?
Like disperse them, like they're not there, like
Oh, but like send them below deck, basically.
below deck, or just like not make them sentient or whatever. Because a bunch of skeletons on a ship coming to a dock with people and everything. You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, Vereska, can you X-nay on the skeleton?
Is this a new language?
Or just, I'm not sure if a bunch of skeleton crew would be very prominent in coming to shore. Maybe send them below deck, or if you can like make them inanimate or something along the lines.
As you wish, Captain. And she just kind of puts her nose up in the air just for a moment, and puffs out her chest, and snaps her fingers, and they all start to go below deck.
Very well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of us, everyone put on your best faces as I chuckle and as like we just barely got out of the storm and everything, and well, that was a matter for sure. We're going to make port soon. Everyone put on your best faces and gung ho, I presume.
Calaia is going
Pack-
to glare daggers at Flicker and be like, first off, I don't have another face to put on. I hate it here.
I am deeply apologize, Calaia.
Pax is going to try to get the tar out of his hands and from his face. He just cocks his head at Flicker. I will do my best. Look at the tar.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure.
Flicker, if you could go ahead and give me a captaining check, please.
A captain check?
Yes. See how well you pull into dock.
Oh shit. We're gonna crash, guys.
I quit.
We're gonna fucking crash.
Never mind. Grug never saved me. Not Kingler never saved me. Just leave me in the ocean. I'm done.
Captain's check. Here we go. Okay, 15?
15? Are you sure?
Yes, 15.
That's it? That's the total?
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. You pull in nice and smooth. When you
Thank God.
If that's what was going to take us out, I'd have been so upset.
I would have left.
TBK by crash.
I
Who would thought
would
the ship has no airbags.
Who'd
And
have
shit.
thunk it?
Plane shift.
Yes. Plane shift. Plane shift. Not this one, not this channel. Plane shift. Plane shift.
Just put it on channel surf just for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah. Remember Channel Surf? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so good. Alright, so yeah, you pull in without any issues. You dock. And you don't have a boarding plank yet. So you all have to essentially climb down and
Jump across?
ropes and jump across, yeah. But it's not too difficult, you know, or
Okay.
anything like that. Like the dock is pretty high. It stands like on stilts. It's firm, made of stone and wood, like stone pillars, and then the wooden dock stands about 15 feet high through the water, and like rests relatively simple. You know, it's about a 15-foot drop from the deck of the ship. You have a pretty large ship, but it's nothing you guys can't handle.
What's the
Have a
distance
rope ladder of any kind?
between the ship and the dock?
The distance?
Yeah.
About 5 feet.
Oh, Misty step.
You know, there's nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy.
I have a rope ladder or if anything to climb down and make it easier, like step.
You have ropes. You don't have any rope ladders yet. Like this,
Yeah.
again, like I said, this is bare bones.
Okay,
ship.
okay.
You don't have a lot of stuff. Yes, Pax. I keep almost calling you Tasha.
It's okay. I do not take it personally. How far is the gap between the dock and the boat?
Yeah, 5 feet. Yeah.
5
yeah.
feet?
Levy just asked.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Sorry. I was looking up a particular feat of mine. I'm going to telekinetic shove myself and wish to fail the DC across.
Okay. Simple enough.
This
So
is a choice.
Pax is standing on the rail. Suddenly, this force just, and you see Pax's body just get pushed through the air and fall onto the dock.
I'm going to use my ring of moderate speed to get there one step faster than Pax.
Just do a simple Misty step across.
Getting off the ship first.
Oh, ow. Oh, wow! You're already here.
Yeah, and Levy would be standing there above you both, just waiting. With a misty step.
And I'll climb down nonchalantly, jump across.
'Kay.
And
I'm just gonna.
slam my boot into the ground. Here's Flicker,
Gosh.
and that's my dramatic entrance.
Max is just gonna walk away.
I'm just gonna fly down, but like I'm still trying to be like suavemente. So like I'm gonna offer Braska a little ride down as a gentleman would do.
He slaps your hand away. I appreciate it, but I will be staying on the ship for a while.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna
And-
look back. Oh, go ahead, Grug.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna like fly down, but like kind of slowly. I'm trying to like, since it's fresh in the memory, I'm still trying to like work on like the whole like sexy appeal angle right now. Until we eventually see her again, and then will have completely forgotten that and make a fool of myself.
I love that button. Thank you, Simon. Thank you.
That's great. Would I have heard Vraska say that she's gonna stay on the ship?
I mean, she didn't yell it or anything, but yeah, I mean, it's not too far. So
Okay.
it's not like,
So I'll look back to her and like, no double crossing, yeah?
of course not, Captain.
Insight check.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. Okay. 14.
14. She's being truthful.
Okay. I'll give a slight nod in her direction and head off towards... Am I familiar with Fort Duran?
You've never actually been here. But yeah, you know a little bit of it. Like you know more about it than
Rather than it itself.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I've never been here before, but I'm sure we can find maybe a small information and possibly quarters for the night. Maybe hit up a fucking tavern.
Oh hell yeah!
I need a fucking bath.
Oh,
Anything
you and
that
me
doesn't
both?
involve the ship.
We should
Actually,
probably let
when
Ludwig
Pax,
know to hold down this fort. Or
oh, of
Jeremiah.
course, but when Paxus says a bath, Flicker goes into like he almost has like hives and stuff because he's hasn't cleaned himself in a long time, and it's kind of disturbing. Of course, Levy. Just bath. Did you say bath, Paxus? Or
Yes.
yes, I need a fucking bath for sure. Bath for sure. We'll find a bath. Levy, if you don't mind, of what you said, tell Ludwin I need a fucking bath.
I will not be telling Ludwig that you need a bath, but I will be alerting him and
Takes a
asking
visible
him
step away from Flicker.
to watch the ship. And I'll return to below deck to do just that. I do have 2 more Misty Steps, so enough to get me back onto the ship and then off again.
Okay, simple enough. And that's what we're caught up for tonight.
Okay.
We will pick up next week. Levy, you can have your interaction with Ludwin at the beginning, and then you guys are finally at Fort Duran.
We did it.
Yeah,
We fucking did it.
Cries. Just cries.
Yeah, holy shit. I got upset. I thought Calaia was gonna die there. You had one more round. And,
I was pretty sure I was gonna die. Like I was
You
like
lived
that.
my
That
greatest fear.
yeah,
that that guiding bolt was like my fine. I was like, God, this is either gonna work or not work. That was all I could think of to freaking do.
That honestly, that helped significantly. At least they had a general area, even though like the waves were pushing you. Yeah, but if they didn't
Not
have
Kingler, not
Yeah.
Kingler, man.
We weren't gonna let you die that easily.
Yep, and Pax, dude. Like he jumped in, shone the light. The light helped like get a better grasping, at least the silhouette. You know, made it a little easier to see. And then fucking Calaia, the guiding bolt, and then knocking like each piece was essential.
I was holding my breath for so much. I didn't expect Pax to jump in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that took me by surprise too. Honestly, that was awesome. Huge for Pax. But yeah, like that next round, you were gonna make a singular death saving throw if they didn't save you in time.
Oh man, I know. I was like, this is it. I can't believe I'm dying so soon.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Ax's empathy for Calaia's fear of the water overrid everything.
I love it. I love
That
it.
fear is like probably even way worse now too. It's like fuck.
I love it. All you guys have come so far in just the beginning of this plane, like as characters. I'm so excited to see like how it goes. Go ahead, Levy.
Real quick, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Lexi. Thanks for watching our stream. Hope you're enjoying it. We love you.
Yes, thank
You
you.
love you.
We absolutely love you. Yeah, super freaking awesome. Yeah, if you ever want to join a session, be sure to hit us up. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. So that being said, just real quick announcements. I will be doing. Oh, yeah, I will be doing Halo Infinite Legendary again on Sunday. Part 2. We can continue that.
How many times are you gonna die? You think that time?
Dude, I did way better than I thought I was going to originally, so I can't even tell you. But probably at least 20 again. I'm gonna say at least 20.
At least
The
20.
first time was 20, so like I
Yeah.
think we're in that right area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you missed out on the first episode of that, it is in 3 parts. Weirdly enough, because it kept getting cut for some reason. I got to figure that out. I was streaming through Xbox, so I got to figure out how to.
You
What
can't sit
happened
on the
there.
other stream or on the other screen for the Twitch app. You sat on it for way too long, and that cut your
That was
stream out.
that was for the first one, and then it happened again for some
Yeah.
reason, even though like it was while I was mid playing. So we got to figure that out. Or why that one happened, but not a big deal. Anyway, yeah, so we'll be continuing that on Sunday, and then hopefully Monday will be Resident Evil again. We'll see if that gets picked up or everybody's schedules align for it. But yeah, so that being said, thank you all very much. We love you, and as always, stay natural, you nerds.
Stay natural, you nerds.
Stay natural, you nerds.
Stay natural,
you nerds.
nerds.